Lions, who come in at 4 and 5.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Kaya, first down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, here's Kaya. Packer pressure, and down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Third and long, it's Kaya. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go!
Now Hundley. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
play clock winding down.
Let's go.
Throwing, Hundley. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the play clock's running down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Here we go. 38. Flex round. Ohio. 6 guys.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jalen Reeves-Maybin in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On first down, Kaya. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Second and 10. Here's Kaya again. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. To the air again, Kaya. Dancing to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Now it's Kaya off the bootleg, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Here we go. What?
On second down, Cook. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here we go. What? None. What? None. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Brand 38. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Shift. Watch the shift.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
36.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Kaya escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Check 26. Come on, let's go.
The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's pulled in at the 32. Avoids him at the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Kaya from the 50. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's Kaya. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. They find some open field here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
Talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Fresh off the pick six, it's Kaya. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Kaya. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right on the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Caught left side by Cobb. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down to the offense needing 5 yards. The gun. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Here we go, Ohio!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Here we go!
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
They'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Steve Longa coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Red 38. Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. Red 38. Ohio. Ohio. Ohio.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Ohio. Ohio.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 43. Whoosh. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st down, Abdullah. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Kaya. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Kaya. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Here's Kaya, 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
second down now after the incompletion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to the air. Kaya on second down. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. First and goal from the 5. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Amir Abdullah with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ohio, flex round, here we go. Grand 38, Ohio.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. What? None. Ohio.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hey. 4 down. Let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Play clock winding down. Now Hundley. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. First down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's McCoy. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down. Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. A toss to Abdullah. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go now.
They go back to Abdullah on first. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure. That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. To throw is Kaya. And Jones has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On first down, Kaya. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body. Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Third and 2, Kaya. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Kaya looks to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go with a keeper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he is knocked down from the side. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing, Hundley. And this one's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Let's go. What? None.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's go. What? None. What? None.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll set up a throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go. Flex round.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Packers a 1st down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?